Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies Top 5 here today on the channel. Today we're going to be doing the top 5 best point weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history. This was requested by Trick Illusion, so big shout out to him. If you guys have any top 5 requests that you'd like to see here on the channel, make sure to comment them down below. And also, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Big shout out to all these people on screen right now that have subscribed recently. I really do appreciate it. And I also want to let you guys know that on Friday I'm going to be in a grief tournament. It's going to be a 4v4 grief tournament, so I'm going to be streaming that on Twitch. So if you guys enjoy watching grief, it's going to be at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So if you guys want to watch that, it's going to be over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/GregFPS. I'd really appreciate it if you guys followed me over there, because I stream on Twitch on a pretty regular basis. And if you guys want to see any live streams, it's always going to be on Twitch from now on. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's jump right. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be a submachine gun from Black Ops 3, and that is the Kuda. Now the Kuda is really good, and I just love the weapon overall. The rate of fire is pretty good, and if you shoot towards the head, it's really strong. But if you shoot into like a horde of zombies, you're still going to rack up a ton of points. I usually use it whenever I'm trying to hit the box a lot and get like really good weapons on a specific map. In Black Ops 3, I'll just buy the Kuda, get a ton of points with it, and just rack up points so I can keep hitting the box and get more hits out of it. Overall, the Kuda is a decent weapon, and the Crow Kuda is the pack punch version. I mean, it's pretty decent. I wouldn't go on a limb and say it's like the greatest submachine gun ever in zombies, but it's still pretty decent, and I would rock it if I had the choice between that and most of the other submachine guns in Black Ops 3. So anyways, guys, coming in at the number 5 spot is the Kuda. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be a fast-firing submachine gun from Black Ops 3 called the Vesper. Now, one pack-a-punch, it becomes the Infernus, and I remember using this gun a lot when the game first came out because it racked up a ton of points really quickly. You can buy it on all 6 of the maps that came standard in the game. I'm not sure about the locations in Zombies Chronicles, but on Shadows of Evil, it's near the Gobblegun machine in the Full Light District, and it's also underneath, like in the underground area. Also on the Giant, it's underneath the clock tower where the FG-42 used to be in World at War. On Durazendrak, it's in the courtyard near the well, and also by the Wonder Fizz machine opposite sides of the bedroom. In Zetsubo, it's to the left of Lab B, I believe. On Garad, it's besides the workbench in the bunker, and in Revelations, it's in the second level of Noct, and it's also to the right of the Flogger that's located near the Origins area. Now, the Vesper does have a fast rate of fire, and that's probably the best feature about it. The really good thing about it is it just racks up a ridiculous amount of points, obviously, but the thing that does suck, and like the one downside, is it shoots ridiculously fast. It's one of the fastest firing submachine guns ever in zombies, so you run out of ammo extremely quick, which is probably the biggest issue with this gun overall. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the MP5. Now, this is going to be the one from Black Ops 1, more specifically, not the one from Black Ops 2 that I used in like Mob of the Dead all the time. I would say that the Black Ops 1 version is really good for racking up points. It only costs 1,000 points, which is a good thing about it, and it does fire out a ton of bullets, and it just gets so many points. As you can see in the gameplay right now on Ascension, I had over 5k points literally using it through like round 5, so you can rack up so many points really easily. And I always buy it when I play on Ascension, because it seems like once you buy the 750 door, the really only other good option is to get the MP5, so you can save enough points to open that door for 1250, and then the other $1,000 door when you get to the top, so you can actually turn on power and hit the box a couple times. So overall, the MP5 is a great submachine gun, and I specifically like the one from Black Ops 1 the most out of all of them. But overall, I mean, the MP5 is just a good submachine gun. It's reliable, and it will get kills if you shoot to the head, which is always nice. So I would say the MP5 is definitely a great weapon for getting points, and it came in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the Tommy gun or the M1927, also known as the Thompson. Now, these guns are really similar, so we're just going to kind of categorize them as one. Obviously, the Tommy gun was first featured in World at War, and that gun, when pack punch, is called the Gibbs-O-Matic. Really good. And then we had the M1927, which is on Mob of the Dead, which is the gameplay you guys are watching. And when you pack a punch that gun, it becomes the Speakeasy. And then in Black Ops 3, we also had the M1927, but when you pack punch that, it's called the Untouchable. So they did change up the name a little bit. Now, overall, my favorite version of it is definitely the Black Ops 2 version. I just feel like it's much stronger overall, and you can use that one on Origins as well. It has 50 bullets in a clip, which is so good, and it just mows down zombies really easily. Overall, the weapon looks sick. It has the drum magazine as well, and yeah, it's one of those really good weapons that has a high mobility, a ton of ammo, and it shoots really fast as well. So I mean, you really can't get any better than that for a submachine gun. It's gonna rack up so many points, and I pretty much always buy it when I'm playing Mob of the Dead casually doing the Easter egg. Coming in at the first honorable mention spot is going to be the Bowie Knife. Now, the Bowie Knife is really good. It's a classic staple from Call of Duty Zombies. We also had the Sickle on Call of the Dead and on Ascension, which is pretty much exactly the same thing. It costs 3,000 points, which is kind of a hefty price, but at the same time, you're going to be able to knife all the way up to around 10, so it does make its money back fairly quick. You just need to kill about 30 zombies, and then you get all your points back, even less than that, because you get 130 per knife. So overall, I would say that the Bowie Knife definitely deserved to be on this list, because you do end up getting a decent amount of points. The only thing is, once you get to about round 9 or so, if you're playing solo, you might get swarmed, so you just have to be really careful about that. But overall, the Bowie Knife is definitely really good, and it deserved to be in the honorable mention spot. And the other honorable mention is going to be the B23R. This is a 3-round burst pistol from Black Ops 2. Now, this one is actually really good as well. Overall, for getting points, it's going to be really strong. It can actually kill Brutus if you use about 3 or 4 clips to the face. Other than that, though, the B23R, when fired into a horde, does get a good amount of points, and it's going to rack up points because it just has 3 shots at a time, so you're constantly getting 30 points every time you shoot it. And then obviously when you kill a zombie, you get the additional points. So it's definitely a really good pistol, and I honestly think it's a little bit better than the RK5. Now, that was kind of a toss-up for me. I didn't know whether or not to put the RK5 on this list, but I just feel like since it's Black Ops 3, it's just not as memorable in a sense, and it's just not as good, in my opinion, as the B23R. The B23R just seems a lot more like sturdy and strong, so I decided that the B23R was going to be on the list. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot, a gun that has been in all iterations of Call of Duty Zombies, it is the MP40. Now, the MP40 is a classic weapon. This gun has been, pretty much the go-to submachine gun for most people when they play zombies and want a good submachine gun. It's really good. It has high damage and a pretty fast fire rate. I always bought it when I play Kino, or when I go back and play Kino. I pretty much always buy it because it's only 1,000 points, which you can't really go wrong. Now, it's 1,300 on Origins, and I think that it is really good on Origins as well, except for taking out the Panzer, which it has a pretty hard time with. But other than that, I mean, having the MP40 be brought back into Black Ops 3 was so cool, and it's awesome that it's been in every single Zombies iteration. Honestly, I would be surprised if they don't bring the MP40 into the next Treyarch game, because it's just one of those guns that is kind of like a staple of Call of Duty Zombies. When you think of zombies, you kind of think of the MP40 when you think of guns. So anyways, guys, that is going to be the list today, the top 5 best point weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some guns that you think should have been on this list, and if there are, comment them down below and maybe I'll make a part 2. Also, yesterday I made a video about the top 5 worst RNG based things. I think I'm going to make another video about that because I saw a lot of suggestions in the comments below. So if that's something you guys would want to see, like part 2 of a certain video series, I think that'd be really cool, like the second iteration of the top 5. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.